Hey guys, on today's video we are going to be testing the new Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation as well as the Pacifica Liquid Cover Full Coverage Concealer. These are not exactly new, but they came out about maybe 2 months ago and I finally got my hands on them. It is quite hard to get, so if you guys can check to see if your local store has them. If not, you are going to have to order them from Ulta or Target, I believe. But before we get started, hi, my name is Alex, and on this channel, I do a lot of reviews and tutorials based on oily skin. So if you guys are struggling with oily skin, then this is a channel for you. Please consider subscribing. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started with this video. So these are the two bottles right here. The packaging on the foundation is very nice. It is a glass bottle and you get 0.90 fluid ounces, which is not quite the average of a foundation. Usually you get about an ounce of foundation, but I mean, it's pretty much up there. And let's face it, I don't really finish any foundation. I don't think I've ever finished a foundation ever because I'm constantly trying new ones. And even if I didn't do YouTube, I feel like I always just get the next best thing and I can never finish one all the way. So a little bit about the foundation. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the description on Ulta's website. This innovative, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested formula goes on smooth, covers pores, and lasts throughout the day. Key ingredients are hyaluronic acid, which supports skin moisture, coconut water, which is balancing, as well as rose leaf extract, which has antioxidant properties. Immediate results consist of flawless, seamless coverage, skin feeling clean, more radiant, healthy looking, pore-free appearance, and vibrant, lasts day to night. So we're gonna put it to the test and see how it holds up on my combination oily skin. I got the shade 25 warm medium if you guys use me as a reference. I hope this works. So these are the details for the concealer. You have nothing to hide, but just in case, Pacifica's liquid concealer lets you cover imperfections without looking overdone. Blends, builds, smooths, and sculpts easily with a demi-matte finish. Lightweight and infused with coconut water, alpine rose, iris, seaweed, and hyaluronic acid to help eliminate creases and support hydration for a natural look. So yeah, we'll see how these two work in conjunction, and I am excited to try it out. So I'm going to spray my face with the Pacifica Pineapple Flower Oil-Free Matte Mist. If you guys follow me regularly, you know that I love this spray, and it really does a good job of hydrating my skin, and I feel like it does something. I don't know what it does, but it makes my makeup last longer when I use this because I feel like my skin is properly hydrated, therefore it doesn't create a lot of oil. And for that, I'm going to use that today along with this foundation, not just because it's the same brand. I just honestly love this spray. I'm going to prime my face. This is the Wet n Wild Matte Primer. I'm going to put that mainly on my T-zone. Start with my forehead, some of my nose. And then I'm gonna use both the sponge and a brush just to see what applies better with this foundation. By the way, the foundation comes at around $16 and the concealer at about $13. So for $29 for a foundation and a concealer, I think that's a good price nowadays. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge for one side, and for the other side, I'm gonna use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It does have a pump, which is nice. We all love a good pump. So I'm gonna do one full pump on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna do this side with the sponge. Oh, I already think that this shade is gonna be really good. Just blend this out. Yep, this shade works very well. Oh my god, I love this finish. I am liking this finish on the foundation. On the bottle it says oil-free, anti-shine, plus satin finish, and I really love how the finish is looking with the sponge. And just blend it out. I love how this is looking so far. I feel like it's not too flat. It has a satin finish like it says on the bottle, not too dewy, not too matte, and I love that happy medium so far. I think the color matches pretty well. So let's just do the other side with a brush, see how it works out. Although I think I'm gonna like it with the brush as well. It's just, it feels like that consistency that just pretty much works with whatever you like. liking it with the brush as well. So let me get you guys closer. See how well it covers these acne scars on my forehead. They're mainly like on this side. It's covering them pretty well. Usually when I'm trying to cover something, I tap versus spreading out like this because it just gives you more coverage, and I'm liking how it's looking so far. You guys, I know I have oily skin, but the finish on this, it's not matte and I'm not hating it. I feel like nowadays we are moving towards like more natural looking makeup, and I feel like this foundation is that. It's not looking cakey on my face. It's giving me the right amount of coverage. It's the perfect color. So this is how it looks. It is giving me a satin finish, not too flat. But considering that it's oil free and it's claiming to give me that anti-shine throughout the day, I have high hopes. Even though it looks satiny, again, I'm not hating it. It feels extremely comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's melting on my face or anything. I love this finish so far. So this is the concealer right here. Like I said, I got the shade 14 Neutral Medium. And I'm just gonna blend this out with my brush, with my sponge. Oh my god, this is like blending like a dream. God, look at how fast that blends out. Alright guys, so concealer is on, and I must say that I'm liking everything about this combo so far. It just looks like my skin is healthy, radiant. I'm just hoping that it's gonna last throughout the day, so we shall see about that. This is the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette in the shade, what shade is this? I always forget. Caramel Toffee. Just to make sure that nothing moves. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Finishing Loose Powder, and this is in the shade Medium 25. I'm going to dust it on my T-zone, forehead area. And then I'll put a little bit on the cheek area just to make sure that when we put bronzer and blush, it doesn't look patchy. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so my face is done, and I must say that I am loving the way this foundation feels and looks. I feel like I look radiant, and I feel like my skin looks like natural. I don't have like any blurring filters on my camera, so this is all me right now, and I must say I do like it. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in for you guys a little bit. So this is how the foundation looks. So that was a little zoom in on my face just to show you how the foundation looks. It doesn't seem to be very heavy. You guys saw in the close-up that it looks pretty good so far. So we're just gonna see how it wears. I am a little skeptical, I must say, because I already look a little glowy. I'm gonna try to do anywhere between 6 to 8 hours with this foundation and see how it wears. But yeah, that is it for right now, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I am back. It's been almost 7 hours. I completely forgot to tell you guys. I put the foundation on at 3 o'clock. It is now 9:43. There you go, 9:43. So it's been almost 7 hours, about at least 6 hours. But you know what? It doesn't really matter because this foundation did not work out for me. I wanted to love it so bad, but I should have known that this was gonna happen because it looked so dewy and glowy when I put it on. But I had high hopes because it says to be oil-free, anti-shine. I've never had a foundation act the way this one acted. and I was just completely disappointed. I'm gonna do a close-up so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So if you take a look at my smile lines, you could almost tell where it started getting crusty. And usually I get foundations that settle in my fine lines, but this almost looked like it was getting kind of crusty and hard around that area. And then if you take a look at my under eye area, you could see some lines of the foundation forming. I don't even have wrinkles there, and you could see where it's starting to bunch up horizontally, I guess, if that makes sense. And that's never happened to me with any foundation ever. And then if you look around here, it just looks very patchy, very dry, which is odd because at the same time, if you look at it overall, it looks dewy and glowy, but it's bunching up in areas and it just looks dry and crusty. For that reason, it did not work out. I honestly don't even think it was a concealer. I think it was a foundation that was underneath the concealer. I would actually like to try the concealer on its own to see how it behaves with other foundations, but I know that overall the foundation was the main thing that I did not like. I don't even think that this foundation would be good for dry skin because it's accentuating some dryness that I didn't even know I had. So I don't see a person with dry skin liking this foundation either. I think this foundation is perfect for somebody with normal skin that has absolutely no need for foundation, which at that point it wouldn't even make sense to use it. And so I wouldn't recommend it to any skin type actually. I don't know, this foundation is just weird. And it's not the fact that it's like radiant or the finish is glowy and this should have been for a dry skin person. Honestly, like I said, I don't even think a dry skin person would like it. I know like on the reviews on the Ulta website, a lot of people with dry skin were saying that it was bunching up in their dry patches. So again, I don't think people with dry skin would appreciate it. It was just not working. I don't know. It just didn't work at all. And I hope you guys can see it in my skin and the reason why I don't like it. It actually started looking oily within the first hour. I actually blotted my nose an hour later after applying foundation, and that's pretty quick for a foundation that claims to be shine free and oil free and all of that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this review. Hopefully you guys, if you guys were curious about this foundation, hopefully this video kind of answered any questions or concerns in regards to this foundation. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.